Hi R&R members, welcome to today's class. We are going to do an ab and leg focused flow, so it's going to be a bit more of a yoga fitness flow today. Yeah, I was looking to kind of build up your ab strength. We're going to work a little bit on balance and some core work together with activating the glutes and the legs. So to begin with, we are going to start on our back. We start with our stretching. I'm going to stretch out the quads and the hip flexors, and then we'll go into our main workout. So find a comfortable position, laying onto your back. Closing the eyes, let the palms face the ceiling. And have a big inhale through the nose. And slowly exhale, let the shoulders melt into the floor. And then take the chin away from the chest slightly. So just let the head come up. Then lift the shoulders off the mat, place them down so you've got a nice long neck. And then if you find there's too much of an arch in your lower back now, then just reposition the lower back. Make sure the pelvis is into the ground at the back, nice and straight, and then just relax the feet. And then just have a little count of how long you can have your inhalation, and then slowly exhale to the same count. Each time just relaxing those shoulders, take away the tension from the jaw. And then this one, just fill up the belly. And slowly let the exhalation go from the stomach. Release the chest. And one more here. And exhale. Bring the right knee in and just hug that right knee. Circle the ankle. You might get a few clicks, and then circle the other way. Now with that right leg that you've just drawn in towards you, let it lengthen, and let's go for a hamstring stretch. The hamstring's going to be quite cold at the moment, so don't pull too much into this stretch. And then point and flex the toe. And then have a little shake out, feel the stretch in the calf muscles, up the shins. And then bending the leg to 90 degrees. Hold on with the left hand and go across the body to a spinal rotation. Open up the right side of the chest. Now let the right shoulder just come off the ground and just feel that stretch, a slight tightness through the upper body. And still keep the breathing nice and slow and calm. As you exhale, increase that stretch. On your next inhalation, bring the knee in, laying onto your back, and then take that leg down. Lifting up the left knee, hug the knee. Circle the ankle a few times in each direction. And then lifting the leg up straight for the hamstring stretch. Go for about 50% of your stretch. And then point and flex those toes. Relax the shoulders on the exhale. Bend the knee to 90 degrees. Hold on with the right hand, left arm out to the side, and go for the full rotation. Let that knee relax, let the hips get the twist and stretch. Let the eye gaze soften. Relax the upper body. One more big inhalation and exhale. Rolling onto the back, hug both knees in, lift the head off the ground, straighten out and flatten that lower back, just roll side to side, let the floor massage around the back of the hips. Laying your head down, holding onto your knees, draw the knees in, open up and then take the knees away. We're going to go 3 hip rotations, so we're massaging through that hip capsule. And then the other way, go midline, outside of the body and in. And then place the heels to the floor. We're going to do some bridges to start with today, and we're going to start with a little bit of balance work as we go through in these bridges. So lifting up the tailbone, tuck under, then tuck all the way up each vertebra of the spine and come up onto your upper back. Squeeze the shoulder blades together slightly and just push up from the heels so that the hip bones come up. And then really slowly go down to the ground. So each vertebrae is going to find contact with the floor. And then we're going to come up again. So tailbone, mid-back, upper back, just onto the shoulders. Let the eye gaze be up towards the ceiling. Take it down. Nice and slow. 3, 2, 1. We're going to go up on this next one and we're going to pulse for 10. So go all the way up into that bridge and take the bum down 1/2 inch and then push up, and we're going to squeeze from those heels, squeeze the glutes, open up the front of the body, keep pulsing and pulse for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 and slowly down. Let the knees just kind of shield both sides. So we're going to take knees to right, knees to left, loosen off. And we're going to come up again and we're going to have some heel lifts. So we're going to balance on the toes. So come up as normal, heels into the floor, pinch those shoulder blades, hard as you go on your bridge. Then you're going to lift up your right heel, take it down, left heel, take it up and down. We're just going to march through here, trying to keep the hips up. Let's keep going for 4 and 3, alternating each one. Can you stay on your tiptoes? And then slowly go down. Oh, those hamstrings and glutes should be feeling that. Hold the legs up to the ceiling, give the feet a shake. Shake up the calves. Let's get the blood flow kind of releasing from those hamstrings. Full spinal twist here, so arms out to the side. We're going to take the knees all the way over to the right. And then slowly up and over to the left. And then into the centre. Roll like a ball, forward and back. We're going to come back to those bridges in a moment. So we're just going to roll, rock, up and down the spine and come up to a seated position. Lifting the body up, place the bum down so we're nice and flat and even. Fingertips towards the ceiling, chest proud, tuck the belly button in, and we're going to hinge forward, let the head relax, let the arms relax, and just hold this stretch. And we are just starting, so we might not be able to go all the way down just yet, but just relax the upper body. Kind of think about pulling that tailbone back, so we're lengthening all up these hamstrings into the calf muscles. Big breath in. As you exhale, just melt into that stretch. And then walking the hands back. We're going to find our V-sit now. So let the arms come up. Pinch your shoulder blades together, sitting nice and tall. We're going to lift one foot off the floor. So the movement's coming from that hip joint. And then other one. So we're just going to go for 6 more of these. So 6, 5, tucking tailbone under, 4, 3, 2. Option here, take the hands just behind you, run the fingertips, come up. both legs up. And then if you want to go there, you can take the arms off the floor and just hold. Next level is to take that little hinge, take it down. Go 4, 3, 2, 1. Legs come forward, fold forward. Now we've just worked those hip flexors, so we're going to go back into the bridge to stretch them out. But we're going to go back down to the ground really, really slow. Kind of a bit of a Pilates move. So have the legs straight out in front, slight bend under the knees, roll shoulders back. Kind of grip, hold onto the floor with like your heels. So if your heels are on your mat, it'll stop you sliding too much. And then from there, tuck the tailbone. We're going to really slowly go down. We're going to go down for 5, 4. Lower back makes contact to the floor. 2, 1. And head down. Now bring the feet in towards you, pinch those shoulder blades. Let's go up to the bridge. Again, open up front of the body. 10 heel taps as before. Lift up one at a time for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest here if you need to, but if not, we're going to go straight into single leg. So put your body weight into your right leg, lift your left leg up to the ceiling, and we're going to take the bum all the way down to the ground. We're going to push up and then take it down. Single leg bridge for 4, 3, 2, and change leg. Take the left foot down, centralise the weight, right leg up. So we're still getting that hamstring stretch. We're going to take the bum down and we're going to push up, take it down again for 4, for 3, 2, last one, and down. Hug those knees, rock side to side. Coming back up into that V-sit, rolling like a ball, forward and back. See if you can balance now, up in that V-sit. Get the momentum, hands down, and then drop the feet. Find a better position, right onto your bum. Arms come up. We're going to go back. 8 hip lifts, so let the foot come up and down. So we're going to go 8. Draw belly button back, stay strong. 3, 2, 1. Next level, fingertips down, up to that V-sit. Take one heel down at a time. We're going to go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Abs are shaking. And then fold forward, stretch out that lower back, relax the head, neck and shoulders. And breathe. You may have held your breath then, so big inhalation. And then we're going to roll over onto the sides. Now I said at the beginning we're going to stretch out the quads, so we'll do that now before we go up to standing. So you're going to lay onto the side, and then from here we're just going to hold on to this back, well, top leg at the back of the top of the foot. And we're just going to push the hips forward. Now, as you're pushing your hips forward, you can take the knee back slightly. There's a couple of options. If that's enough and you're feeling that stretch, then keep hold. The second option, if you want to make it more of a stretch, is to get this bottom foot and push it on the fleshy part of your quad, and then you can kind of push the hip back. Hopefully you can see that. I'm wearing my leggings a similar colour to my mat. Keep holding. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then gently release that leg, give it a shake. While we're laying on the side, we're going to a side plank onto the elbow. We're going to stay on the bottom knee. We're just going to lift up out of the hip, nice and tall, gaze up. Have the inhalation. We're going to take the hips down to the floor and we're going to pulse. 8 pulses. Let's work the obliques. 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold this one up. And slowly go down and then over to the other side. First of all, we're going to go lengthen the body, go for that quad stretch. Find a comfortable position, head can be down or holding on to just the hand by the ear. And then bending this top leg, let's find that quad stretch. Push those hips forward, take the knee back slightly, get deep into the hip flexor. Stay here or go to the next level where we're going to lift the bottom foot up and just take the heel gently, push it back, use that assistance to stretch out the quads. Keep holding. One more breath in. Slowly exhale, release that stretch. Go slowly on releasing it because it can kind of stiffen up through that knee. And then onto the elbow. We're going to go for 8 pulses, but let's go up into that side plank. Imagine on there, I've got a string on your hips, I'm pulling that hip high. And then we're going to dip down and then raise up. Let's go. 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold up on this one. Hips high. And as you breathe out, come forwards. Let's go into a child's pose. Take the knees wide. Take the bum back first. Walk the hands forward. Lengthen through the body. Bring the body all the way forward, up onto the hands and knees. Tuck the knees under. Let's go for an up cat, down cat. Pushing out the ground. Get that stretch. And then gaze up towards the ceiling. Inhale, exhale. And then go for a little wiggle side to side. Go back to child's pose. Just go wherever feels good for your body with this stretch. Create some movement. And then we're going to go for our first downward facing dog. So lift the knees off the floor. Raise the bum high. Let the head drop. Close the eyes here if you wish. And just breathe. Pedal the heels. Let's get that stretch. As you're in this position, if you can tap your right knee with your left hand or just hold on to the calf muscle, wherever's good, and then just hold it there. Go for a little stretch. Look underneath the right armpit. Then take the left hand down, lift up the right side, hold on to the calf, the ankle, and then look under the left armpit. Take the hand down, walk your feet forward, walk the hands back. Let's just meet in the centre of the mat. Bend in the knees, hold that forward fold, let the head drop. And then really slowly coming all the way up, let's unravel. Up to standing, shake out the body, shake out the shoulders. Okay, we're going to go down, flow back down onto the ground. We're going to go for a high plank and we're going to add some little shoulder taps to introduce some balance in our plank. So soft knees, raise the arms up. Deep breath in, exhale, hinge those hips, let the arms drop down, head drop, lengthen the tailbone. Walk your hands forward. So we're going to go into that high plank. Find the position, make sure wrists are underneath shoulders. We're going to tap the opposite shoulder And then have your feet a little bit wider here. It will help balance out in your plank. We're just going to go for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take the knees down. Take the bum back to child's pose. Stretch the shoulders. We're going to come forwards. Take whatever, well, we're going to do both sides of side plank. I'm going to go on my left, so obviously I'm facing you guys. Now, we were doing the last side plank on the knees, so now see if you can go up onto feet. So that's your next level. So you can have the feet kind of stacked or just next to each other. Push out the ground, stay on the elbow, make sure it's underneath the shoulder and hold that side plank. If this is too much and you're wobbling all over the show, go down to knees. We're just going to hold. Add 6 dips. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come forwards onto the knees. Take the elbows underneath. We're going to go for a normal plank on elbows. Deep breath in. Exhale, find your position. Eye gaze towards your thumbs. Long neck. Stay strong. Gonna hold for 3, 2, 1. Go over to the other side for your side plank. You might find you can balance better on one side than the other, so take your time. Make sure the elbows stacked under shoulder, push out the ground, and then get that stability. Lifting up the hips. Keep the strength. 6 hip dips. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take the bum down, back onto the front. We're going to go for 10 shoulder taps in our high plank position. Definitely working the abs today. Spread the fingers nice and wide, make sure they're underneath the shoulders. Step back into your high plank. Feet are the width of your mat. And we're going to kind of grip the ground with your hands as we transition side to side. Let's go. We go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, downward facing dog. Look through to the legs, walk the feet in. Big breath in, exhale. Walk the feet in towards the hands, forward fold. Let the arms relax. Slowly come up to standing position. We're going to open up the inner thighs. So take the legs wide. Don't worry, we're not going sumo squats just yet. And then from it, just see how low you can go into your squat. So have the hands either side. And then just have a little wiggle through. Just open up, push the knees away. Try and keep the heels down, but if they raise up, then just work with it. And then fold forward into a wide leg forward fold. Hands are down. And straighten out the legs, keep them wide. Walk your feet in a little bit more, so kind of narrow. And then from here, just see if you can go down into that squat again and just open up the inner thighs. Now, if you can get low and just push the elbows out, but some of you may be up here, that's okay. If your heels are off the ground, or even if you're kind of up there, just open up those hips. Okay, come up to standing position. We're going to balance on one leg. Stand tall. Keep the balance. See if you can close the eyes. And just see how much of a difference that makes with the eyes closed. Hold for 5. Can you get the knee up? 4, 3, 2, 1. Change leg. Grip the floor with the big toe, the outside edge of the foot. Raise the other knee up. Slight bend of the standing leg, and now just see if you can close the eyes, see what difference it makes. Feel into every wobble of that standing leg ankle. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take the leg wide, forward fold. Let's hinge the bum back, head drop down. Take the legs as wide as they can go, and then hold on to the right ankle with the left hand. So we're going to stretch out that shoulder, left shoulder. And then change side, right hand over to left ankle, get the stretch. Walk the feet in, go down to your low squat, melasma squat. So we're going to open up those hips. Again, just move side to side, lift the heels off if they need to. And slowly come back up. We are going to go into a squat sequence now. So we're going to go down to a normal squat, and then we're going to come up and then raise the heels off the ground, and then go down into that squat and then raise. So just keep that going. Keep the chest high, and then as you come up, tiptoes. If you want to go there, keep the heels off the floor, and you can go down and then back up, staying on the tiptoes. Don't go down too low. Let's go 3 more. Whatever position you're in, just keep squatting. Really feel the inner thighs come up and in together. Good, 1 more. And then heels down for everyone. Let's fold over, forward fold. Take the hands to the floor. Step the left leg back to a high lunge. I'm going to keep the left hand on the ground. Just go for a twist. Nice. Take the hand to the floor, step the left leg in, so bend that knee as much as you need to. Take the right leg back, lengthen the body first. Right hand stays in the ground, and then we're going to twist. Now as you're twisting, think about that inner thigh, and then get the inner thigh to internally rotate to the midline of the body. So I hope that makes sense. So we're not kind of just letting the body open up too much. You want to stay strong through all of the leg that's back. Bring the hands and foot into forward fold. Bend in the knees, coming up. And then shake up those shoulders. So the next bit we're going to add in some lunges with a bit of balance work. Hands are onto the hips. We're just going to step nice and long back to that lunge. Tuck tailbone under. And we're going to let that back knee dip slightly. So we're not going to go for a full lunge. We're just going to have a small dip. And you're going to push from the toe to balance on this front leg. And then we're going to have a little play around with this. So it's only a small movement, driving up. And then you can add your warrior if you have got this balance today. Feel into each wobble, take it slow, land the foot and up. Working that front leg. 1 more here. Keep the foot back, that right leg back. Take the hands to the ground. Step in, take the left leg back, or the other leg. lengthen that leg. Slowly come up. Breathe in. Let's go for those little pulses on this side now. So the back knee is going to bend just slightly. And then we're going to push up, let it land, and push. So it's a bend this front knee and extend, so working this glute. And then the option here to play around with that warrior position, single leg forward, deadlift position, working these hamstrings. With all the squats and lunges we do, it's good to get this balance working the hamstrings. Keep going for 3 more. Don't worry, I am counting. On your last one, take the leg back. Take the hands over that front foot and then go for your rotation. Let's stretch out this glute. And then hand comes down, get that stretch. Bring the foot, let's take it back, let's flow. So, back knee down, let's get that leg back. We're going to go up to our high plank here. Focus on the breath in and out. Knees come down to the floor. Take the elbows past the waist. Coming up to an upward facing dog. Drag out of those hips. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Big breath in. As you exhale, curl the toes, lift the bum high, downward facing dog. Now let's take your left hand to your right ankle. Look underneath the right armpit. Hand forward, right hand to left ankle. Hand down, bend the knees and then walk forward. Have the feet on the outside of the hands, both of them. Wide leg forward fold. We're going to come up, roll up and out. Take it down to the squat. Come up onto tiptoes. So now we've got a wider position in this squat when we're coming up to our tiptoes. If you preferred the first option, if it feels better on the knees or the hips, then go with that. Okay, I'm going to go for 4 on toes. So I'm going to keep the heels off and then up. All about balance and working the core stability today. 2 more. Last one. Let's pulse. Oh, I mean. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straighten the legs, heels down, forward fold. Walk the hands around to one leg. Slowly come up. We're going to do 5 of those lunge pulses. Wide stance, hands on hips. Take back knee down, push up and lift this back glute. 5, 4, 3. Really lengthen the body. 2, 1. Hands down. Step back to high plank. Oh, it's like a workout now. Right leg forward or the other leg forward. Bring the body up. Hands onto hips. 5 this side. Bend that knee and push. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Land back. Hands down. Step back to high plank. 10 shoulder taps. Feet wide. Don't worry, we're going to stretch after this. Let's go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Stay with me for 3, 2, 1. Downward facing dog. Stretch your shoulders. Onto the knees. Take the bum back, child's pose, and relax. Let your hands turn the other way, so palms are facing up. And big breath in, slowly out. Take both hands over to the right side, stretch out the left side of the body. And then take the hands over to the left. Everyone, we're just going to lay onto the front, relax. If you've got a yoga strap at home, then you can use a yoga strap or a towel or a tie. What we're going to do is we're just going to go for a bow pose. So we're going to just hold on to one leg and stretch out that quad. And we're just going to push the hips into the ground. But if you can't quite reach the foot, that's where you would use the strap. Push the hips into the floor, get that stretch. And if your quads are tight, you can just roll side to side, feel that. Okay, change side. Pushing the hips down. And then you can stay with this stretch doing single leg, or you can go for both legs in. So again, it just depends on flexibility. So you would hold both of the tops of the feet or just by the ankle, and then you would push your hips into the ground and then open up the chest. It's a real deep hip flexor stretch. Also stretch out your biceps and your chest as well. Hold for 3, 2, 1, and slowly relax. Take the legs down, push out of the ground, and then bring the knees under into a seated position. Open up that chest, take the arms back, so have a stretch out. Lift the bum off the ground, place it down. Arms up above the head, and we're going to fold forward. Lengthen all the way from the crown of the head, so we've got that long position first of all, and then let the elbows drop and open up the back of the body. We're going to stay here for 5 breaths, and notice if you are a little bit more flexible now to when we first done this at the beginning. Closing the eyes, relax the shoulders. Let the shoulders just go back. Open up the rib cage at the back of the body with each breath in. One more inhalation. Exhale. And slowly come up. We're going to go all the way down to the ground, but using that reverse ab crunch. So have the heels on the edge of your mat, slight bend of the knees, and then we're going to tuck tailbone, really slowly go down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Play around with this. Let's see if we can go up to the count of 5. So head, shoulders, mid back, lower back, all the way up. Sit tall. And then slowly down again, reverse ab crunch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax those shoulders, lift up your right leg, hold the hamstring stretch. Shake up the ankle. Bring the left leg up, take the right leg all the way down to the floor, stretch out the left. And then we're going to go for a set of scissor kicks. 20 reps today we go for. So the scissor kicks, we're just going to lift the torso up, so head and shoulders are off. We're going to hold on to one hamstring, the other leg lengthens but does not touch the floor. And then we're going to just switch between the two. So I'll start counting from now for 20. With each tap, like, or push away, really lengthen the body. Lower back into ground. 10 more to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hug both knees in. Rock side to side. And breathe. Bring knees in, out and back in. 3 hip capsule rotations. And other way. Take knees away, out to the side and in for 3, 2, 1. And let's finish in a lovely side twist. Left leg is going to relax down to the ground. Right knee in. Take that right knee over to the left side and just stretch. Relax. Two more breaths here. On the next exhalation, bring the knee in, take the leg straight, holding onto the left side. Take the knee all the way over to the right. Don't worry if the back clicks, you just released every kind of muscle. We've released and worked every muscle today, I think. Slow down the breathing, 2 more breaths here. Bring the knees in. Finish on a quad stretch. We're going to lift the right leg up. Just take it over to the left side and then go for a laying down laying down glute stretch. So push your right knee away, bring the left leg towards you. I think next session we'll do some pigeon stretches. And then whenever you're ready, change sides. Stay there if you need to. I'm just going to change side. You may find one side will be tighter than the other. Just make sure you're even, so change side if you need to, if you haven't done already. And if you have changed sides, hold the legs up, shake out the legs. So shake out the ankles, the calves, bring the arms up, shake out the wrists. You've done quite a bit of balance work today. And let's rock and roll up into our V-sit. Forward and back. Up you come, hold your V-sit, relax the shoulders, arms out for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cross those legs. And then just sit nice and tall, closing the eyes. Let the hands just go to the knees. And bring the shoulders back. Take the chin away from the chest slightly, sit tall. Let your last little breath just kind of just freely go. So deep inhale. And twist one way. And then the other way. And you're all done. hope you enjoyed that. It actually ended up being a little bit more energetic to what I imagined. But yeah, we've got a bit of balance in there with the core. We're working the quads and the glutes. So let me know your feedback. Let me know how you're getting on. The next workout I recommend for you to do would be a full body conditioning one using some light weights. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope to see you again very, very soon on the mat. Bye everyone.